Hear thee, hear thee. It is time for me to advertise my Patreon, patreon.com/MatthewDonald. There you can find bonus content for Paleo Bites, where we discuss pop culture featuring prehistoric animals rather than just prehistoric animals themselves. And this month we're talking about walking with cavemen. Another one of those walking with, but it's not really affiliated with the other walking with, like dinosaurs, monsters, and beasts, but it's its own little thing, and yeah, it's alright. Thank you for your support, and have a good day! I'm slapping my belly!
Roar, growl, snarl, bellow.
Welcome to Paleo Bites, the podcast that covers a bunch of animals all across prehistory, but it likes to focus on the Mesozoic, and fitting for the quality of this podcast, meso means mid.
Yeah.
I learned that recently. It was like meso, it's like because it's between the others, and like Mesoamerica, it's the same sort of. Anyways, my name's Matthew Donald. Each week, I and a rotating series of guest co-hosts talk about and rate and GS prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. This week, I'm joined by someone who is not mid.
Aw.
And is not good, so they're low. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, you're good. You're good. I'd say it's Laura Owsley. How are you?
I am okay. How are you, Matt?
I'm feeling a bit mid. We had just had some mid Chinese food.
It was very mid. Yeah.
We might need to break this tradition of ordering.
Anytime we record Paleo Bites, Matt, peek behind the curtain. Very exciting stuff here.
Particularly at this location where we dog sit.
Where I dog sit is very close to Matt's place, and my actual place is not close to Matt's place.
This is also not really that close to my place. It's close to my apartment, but it's about 25 minutes from my parents' place.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind.
I assume it's closer to my place in Westminster, at least.
Yeah, it is true. Westminster is a bit far.
Yeah. Anywho,
so
we always get Chinese food. It's kind of our tradition.
Tradition that's stopping as of today.
Yeah, it was not great. And I'm not an aficionado of Denver Chinese food restaurants, but there's got to be better ones out there.
There's got to be. But do better Chinese food restaurant that we're not naming because we're not going to shame anyone.
Right.
And we don't want to get sued for slander.
Yeah, we're only going to get sued for badly singing copyrighted songs on this podcast.
I want to rock and roll on. Why was that the song that came to my mind?
We will rock you.
Bam. Bam. We will.
I appreciate your commitment there.
It's like, I thought we were going to do something like a really, really lame version. Like, we will record a bad podcast.
Record a bad podcast.
And that we will indeed. So,
we might not rock you, but we will rock some bad jokes.
And we will. And speaking of rocks, like fossils.
One of our better transitions, gotta be honest.
Yes, indeed. We're talking about a little crocodile that I've got to say freaking rocks.
Yeah.
It's also really cute. I thought, because you and I have talked about Gustav on the show plenty of times. He's basically the third official co-host of our episode.
He is, yes.
Good old Gustav, who may or may not be burning in hell at this point. Based on
burning is not the word. Gustav is running and thriving in hell.
He says he's running the town. He's like, welcome to hell, my town. It's
like he got down there and Lucifer himself was like, bro, we've been waiting for you.
Yeah, now it's a party.
What?
Or he might still be in that there's a big Lake Titicaca or something like that, or Lake Tanganyika.
Oh,
it's somewhere in Africa where he's a man eater. He's killed 300 plus people.
Yeah,
and that's at that point, it's not for food. It's
for pure bloodlust.
Well, it's pure bloodlust and pure pleasure of the taste of man flesh.
You know what? It's hard to blame him.
Really? You? With the taste of man? It's like, I am a straight man, although my partner says I'm an honorary bisexual. You are a queer woman, and you're like, man flesh is where it's at. Okay.
I mean, dating men, no thank you. But
where's this going?
Murdering and eating the flesh.
Why is that the better answer? Okay.
Queer women who probably listen to this podcast, weigh in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, was it the movie Teeth or whatever? That's always what. Why do I always think of that movie?
I don't know. I've not thought about that movie since 2018.
Cool. Anyway, let's talk about Simosuchus.
Yes.
It's a notosuchian.
Baby Gustav.
It's a baby Gustav. It's a little herbivorous baby Gustav, too. It means pug-nosed crocodile.
What? That's so cute.
It was sort of like the Boston Terrier. Where
I was going to say, so appropriate for the Boston Terrier I'm pet sitting.
Pretty cute. Type is a notosuchian crocodylomorph, a suborder crocodiles that are quite varied in build, size, and niche. Size 2.5 to 3.3 feet, so 0.7 to 1 meters long. 5 to 10 pounds, 2 to 4 kilograms.
I'm sorry, will you do the size again?
2.5 to 3.3 feet, / 0.7 to 1 meters long. So like,
that's so small.
Yep. You could be fitting on this table right now.
Yeah. Some of my other pet sitting dogs are bigger than him.
Yeah. Diet herbivore. Yeah, you read that right. This is a herbivorous crocodile. Kind of acts like a reptile gopher, eating roots and tubers while digging burrows. That's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute.
Time, Late Cretaceous, 70 to 66 million years ago. Location, Madagascar.
So he was friends with King Julian.
Of course. I feel like we've talked about, remember Beelzebufo? Bufo?
Yes, Beelzebufo.
This probably would have been eaten by Beelzebufo. I feel like, they're both about the same size. So, location, Madagascar, described in 2000. Pop culture appearances. It was in the Apple Plus documentary Prehistoric Planets, but that's it so far. Although it's a pretty high-profile appearance. Still a shame it's not more stuff. I
mean, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, indeed. I like... Prehistoric Planets, a great documentary in every way, except for the fact that it is on Apple Plus.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Apple's the worst company. Their exclusionary tactics that they're built with have driven everyone in my family so crazy.
Well, that's valid. Yeah.
It's just such a terrible business practice, but yet it works, and I guess it works for what they're doing.
It works.
I mean, they're a $1 trillion company, so I guess it works. So
I mean,
they could easily buy Disney.
Yeah.
So
at this point, Disney's had a rough year. So
well, actually, I found out Disney has had a rough year. Warner Brothers has had a far worse year. The other ones, even though Barbie came out, because of David Zaslav or whatever that executive's name is, that's been gutting everything or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah, but Disney has a 0.6% chance of bankruptcy. I've read this year.
Oh yeah, but
Warner Brothers has 55%. So.
Well, Warner Brothers had Barbie, and that really helped. We're also saying this year. It's 2024 now.
It is 2024 now, but yeah. Anyways,
but I think that Warner Brothers could make a comeback as long as they make a movie dedicated to a dinosaur that is also somehow a pug.
Okay.
And this
alligator
crocodile-esque creature,
I mean, that's closely related to dinosaurs, so yeah.
Is basically the pug of the dinosaur world.
I mean, I'd say so. So yeah.
Was that my best transition, or is that my worst
pretty
transition?
Good. I was gonna say something like, it could be like those crocodiles in is it that Dance of the Hippos and Fantasia or whatever. But yeah. So Simosuchus is it really shows the variation of the crocodile group, because you see crocodiles now and the crocodylomorphs that this includes alligators and caimans and gharials and all sorts of stuff. And there's a bit of variety in terms of the shape of the jaws, but most of the time they look pretty much the same. But back then they were little herbivorous crocodiles. There were running crocodiles that had their feet underneath them. In fact, some of those are so recent. There's one in Australia that early Aborigine people had to deal with, a running crocodile.
What?
Yeah, I forget its name.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it's a big running crocodile. Its legs were not splayed out like this. They were underneath. So it was like a panther crocodile.
So what you're saying is I don't need to sleep tonight.
No, of course not. You thought Gustav was bad. Well,
oh my God. Well, I wonder how many more people Gustav would have murdered.
In the time,
if he was able to run
that's true. I thought you were talking about in terms of since every time I brought him up, it was always growing how much.
No.
So it's the first time I thought it was 2 or 3 people. Then I was it's in the dozens, probably almost 50. Next one was 300. So if we forgot mathematically speaking, now it'd be over 10,000.
Yeah. It's over 10,000.
Oh, well, that joke. That's an oldie. Millennials, man.
I know. Who even let us stay on this planet?
Well, anyway.
I
don't know either, but we're still here and the planet's still here somehow.
For now.
For now, we're going to do our best to make sure it keeps going. So the denture of Simosuchus is resembling of iguanas. So they probably kind of live similarly, except they do have the way the nostrils are placed and the way its feet are. It makes it pretty apparent that it was used for burrowing because it had strong neck muscles that could help with stuff like that. It had the robust limbs and short snouts. The snout appears sharp. So so it's a possible. I mean, some people have disagreed. Because paleontologists can never agree on anything.
Of course not. But they got to stay in business somehow. Yeah, it's like that's how they get the numbers. Sort of like how YouTube channels they need to stay in business by making videos about how is this did Brie Larson say this bad thing? Yeah. Question mark, exclamation point, angry emoji. Right. Or they old trash magazines to celebrities. They're just like us.
Yeah. Baby bump.
I know. Look at Kate's fashion versus Megan's fashion. The two ladies of the
and so
royal family.
Equally important on this on Paleontological Weekly. Simosuchus, not a burrower.
I really need the listeners to understand the face that Matt makes when he says that.
Just trying to. Honestly, I'm feeling a little bit kind of tired and sad, and not sad, but drawn out from the food that we had. So I'm trying my best to keep my energy levels high by emoting like a cartoon character. So
I have some green tea energy drinks.
I have a Dr. Pepper.
Yes, of course. My bad.
I mean, if you want, you can hit me up with the tea, I guess. I don't know. Hit me.
No, you're good. That thing's probably got as much caffeine and.
Yeah, and probably like the tea would just the taste and the heat would just shock me awake. Speaking of which, shocking awake. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. But yeah, I just think this really shows the variety of them. Also, one of the creatures we have to live with. There were some mammals then that and there's a really cool part in Prehistoric Planet. There were some mammals, and they also were burrowers, and they looked like gophers. But this was pre-placental mammals. So, and they weren't marsupials either. They just laid eggs. Like a platypus. Like a platypus, but sort of because monotremes are kind of the earliest, the most primitive mammals. That's why they lay eggs, because mammals evolved from reptiles. So there's this really cool part where this gopher-like mammal, and it looks like a mammal, has fur, ears and stuff like that. And it's going towards a group of eggs, and you think, oh, is it going to eat the eggs? But then the eggs hatch, and out come little of the gophers. And it's its own eggs. That's weird.
That's kind of terrifying. Yeah.
So there's a part in my books where there's this giant this giant mammal called Repenomamus. It is the biggest mammal to live alongside dinosaurs. It was about 5 feet long, which were mammals in dinosaur times, enormous.
Yeah.
So, and in fact, we have fossils of it with baby Psittacosaurus, which is another dinosaur, in its stomach. So it ate dinosaurs. So
cannibalism.
Yeah. What? This mammal is eating a dinosaur cannibal? Oh man, every time I eat chicken, it's cannibalism, I guess.
I mean,
the sesame
I'm just trying to pull this full circle. Yeah, oh no, the sesame chicken you had for dinner.
Yeah, which was all right.
It was okay at best.
Yeah. Man, that fortune cookie was good. We were talking about this. If the fortune cookie is the best part of the Chinese meal, it's not a good meal.
It's not a good meal. What do you think if this creature got a fortune cookie? Okay. What do you think would be in it?
It would be your kind is going to go extinct and be replaced with the other crocodile.
See, that's too specific. You have to go more vague.
Your birthright is to blossom the livelihood of your society.
Be on the lookout from stars.
Yeah. Something that's real. What's the term? The guy... guy The Greatest Showman was named after.
P.T. Barnum?
Barnuming, yes. Barnuming. Barnuming is the term that a lot of fortune cookies use. It's like a term that it's like where you describe someone or to something. It's something so vague and specific, but make it unspecific, but sounds specific. It's something that could apply to anyone and make people think, oh, that could be me. It's like I see in you, I see a hardworking individual who like really wants to like push themselves forward, but something is holding them back. But you just need to push forward. Like, oh my God, that's me. I'm like, that could be anyone.
Yeah. It's like kind of like I'm going to come under fire, but I'm going to come under fire from two different sides of this.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's kind of like horoscopes.
Yes.
Like if you've ever read
it's exactly like horoscopes.
Not your own horoscope, but it's
like describing it as a Cancer, you're a Leo, right? But we're pretty close though. Like because it's always like Cancers are this thing and this thing. Oh, that's me. It could be anyone.
Right. But it's also like I always say that Myers-Briggs personality types are just horoscopes for business majors.
Yes.
And it's the same thing with the personality types, right? Being like, the Myers-Briggs or the numerology or all of those, right? Like
Myers-Briggs is somewhat. I think there's something to that, though.
No,
there isn't. You don't think?
No, I mean a little, but no more so than any of the others.
Really? Because I used to be INFP and now I'm ENFJ, and that's happened right during the pandemic.
Weird.
Although I'm not fully extroverted, I'm like half and half. I'm like it's like 55% extroverted, so I'm what's called ambivert, which I can believe that to be true. But again, who knows?
Fair.
Where's the thing with the Myers-Briggs? Sorry, I'm looking.
No, a lot of those tests are not done, created by people with actual psychology degrees or actual evidence-based research. A lot of them are just. It's pop culture psychology.
Yeah, it is. I mean, now that I think about it, that kind of makes sense. I mean, look, I think it's fun, but I don't hold any real I don't believe it to be really mean anything. So let's
just
see.
like horoscopes. But I will live and die. I saw a TikTok the other day that tried to take away the horoscope chart hasn't been updated in X number of years, so you might actually be a different horoscope than your normal one. And I'm like, you can pry my horoscope from my cold dead hands. I will be a Leo forever.
I mean, look, I've owned Cancer as the emotional sort of, a thing that's it's what we are, and what we are dinosaur nerds. So that's where so that statement's perfect because that's enough Barnuming that I could fit that into any part of. Are you okay?
Yes, no, sorry. I just realized that I was gifted a dinosaur necklace for Christmas, and I don't have it.
And you're not wearing it?
I know.
Yeah.
And I even was looking at it the other day, and I was like, I have to wear this the next time I record an episode with Matt.
I'm so sorry that this is the first thing that came to my mind. I was imagining what would be the hottest thing ever would be that scene in Titanic where you draw, but instead of the heart of the sea, it's whatever girl. Let's say my fiance.
Yeah, let's say your fiance. Yes,
is wearing the dinosaur necklace, and that's it. It's rather than just the heart of the sea.
So what you're saying is that your fiance's birthday gift to you will be her buying herself a dinosaur necklace.
And then I get to sketch her.
Yeah, exactly.
Where she's only wearing the dinosaur necklace. Anyways, so what the hell were we talking about?
Oh, God. Not to go too far in reverse.
Yes.
But Matt and I were off pod, I think, talking about when creatures, when animals keep other animals almost as pets?
Yes.
I feel this is one that I could see a stegosaurus being and this is my snout-nosed alligator.
I could see that for sure. Not stegosaurus, that wasn't the same time or place, but something like that though. You would know,
I am an expert paleontologist.
Oh, right, my apologies.
So I think that I would know.
No, you would, that's right. You watched Land Before Time extensively as a kid.
It's
and
true.
That had a stegosaurus in it, so.
It's true. And you know what? She's an icon. So
Spike is the stegosaurus.
God damn it. I was thinking the Triceratops.
You dumb butt.
Get off my podcast.
You're fired. Fun fact, did you know that Sarah was originally supposed to be male, but then George Lucas, who was one of the producers, was the one who suggested that she be female, and that created an interesting male-female rivalry that had never really been done before. That kind of thing.
That's kind of fun.
Because George Lucas was like, there's no reason for her to be male. Let's make her female.
Yeah, mix it up.
Yeah.
Give the kids who are a little bit mean someone to identify with.
Right, but then they have a heart of gold at the end, and help push the rock with the sharp tooth on it. Anyway.
If you guys want to hear our opinions on The Land Before Time, subscribe to his Patreon.
Way back. All right.
Way back.
All right, so that's basically, it's a little herbivorous burrowing crocodile that lived alongside Beelzebufo, and and some mammals and some dinosaurs. So,
this could have been Beelzebufo's pet.
Oh yeah, I can see. Well, actually, no, Beelzebufo was a little bit smaller, so I think Beelzebufo would be its pet.
It's like when you get your dog a dog.
My dog has a dog. I feel like my bird has a dog. I think.
I know people who say, like, I got this dog for my anxiety, and turns out the dog has worse anxiety than me, so I had to get a dog for my dog's anxiety.
Yeah. Anyways, Simosuchus, let's rate 1 out of 65 million. I'm going to rate it 35 million because I think it's cute and it's unique for a crocodile. But I like my crocodiles be mean and scary. That's your niche, and you better stick to it, crocodiles.
I mean, I like this creature. I think it's cute. I'm going to rate it like 12 baby Gustavs.
Baby Gustavs. Oh, Gustav is a little baby with his big eyes, and then he has his first taste of man flesh. He's like, I love this.
It's like the Garfield with like lasagna, right? Yeah. Except it's Gustav and human flesh.
Yeah, like a guy fell in the river and drowned or something. Yeah. He ate it. He's like, this is so delicious, mother.
Please, sir, may I have some more? Stupid.
That's it for this week. The show. PaleoBitesPodcast@gmail.com or PaleoBitesPod. Well, PaleoBitesPod, look it up. I'm tired.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much. I'm proud of you too, I guess. Megazoic is my book. Go look it up if you want or don't. Where can they find you?
They can find me at Thespian Laura, ThespianLaura.
Yep.
On basically any of them.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, or you guys could come. I'm trying to get my TikTok up to 100 followers without ever posting a video.
Yes, please. So please see all of her wonderful videos in your imagination.
Yeah. Just imagine like the funniest TikTok you've ever seen and like double that.
Yeah.
And then imagine that's what I made.
Yeah. And then there you go. It's pretty good. It's worth a follow, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you have to lose?
Yeah. Only time. And what is time? Time is relative. Time is meaningless. The universe is going to explode at some point. Anyways, that's it for this week.
In the meantime, we have TikTok and dinosaurs.
And dinosaurs, indeed. That's it for this. Your bit of hair there. I almost thought that was a spider at first. I'm so tired. That's it for this week. See you in every episode of Paleo Bites.
Oh, please, sir. May I have some more?
More? Yeah, okay, get out some more. Sorry, I'm trying to wake myself up.